Hi, my name is Jessica Kempton,
And I'm André Kempton.
and we are the business owners of Wild Leaven Bakery. 6 years ago, when we first met, I was pursuing my PhD in media and communication at Texas Tech University, and Andre just opened our first shop in Taos, New Mexico. Little did I know that as husband and wife, we'll tap into our shared love for food to build together our family business, whose primary goal is to offer healthy and nutritious food items to our neighbors. Over the years, we have enjoyed making connection with local farmers and producers, with some of them becoming our family friends. In fact, I attended the Taos Farmers Market during the fall, the summertime and the fall, and visiting the Santa Fe Farmers Market is one of the highlights of our family. Like any teams, Andrea and I have different roles in our family business. I am the communication director, and therefore I'm in charge of marketing, communication, and hiring. Andre is our head baker, and he's in charge of the food production.
So over the years of baking, I've realized that the microbes are the champions of the bread making process. They produce the CO2 that rises the bread. They create the amazing flavor and aromas of the bread by creating acids and alcohol. And they create the long-lasting shelf life. But also for a good loaf of bread, you also need delicious, nutrient-dense grains. And it turns out to grow these kinds of grains, microbes are also the champions of the farming process. They break down the soil and make nutrients available to the plants, while the plants feed the microbes liquid carbon, which is pumped out of their roots into the soil. Within the sourdough culture, there is an amazing symbiotic relationship which occurs between the microbes. The yeast eat the starch and protein in the flour, producing alcohol and simple sugars. Then the bacteria feed off the sugars and alcohol to produce mouth-watering, tangy lactic acid and acetic acid, which makes sourdough bread so famous. The bakers, they have a unique relationship with the microbes. We must corral, grow, and finally bake off the enormous colonies of yeast and bacteria to produce the bread. It's also a symbiotic relationship. And the tools we bakers have are temperature, time, and moisture. I learned these intricacies of the microbial relationships from my bread mentor and friend, Willem Malton. I apprenticed under him at Cloudcliff Bakery for almost 5 years, mixing, fermenting, shaping, and baking tens of thousands of loaves together in a large concrete bakery during cold winters and hot summers. Over these last years at Wild Leaven Bakery, we developed a unique 24-hour fermentation using really wet doughs, rising them in stainless steel pans overnight. This method produces our signature moist and bubbly crumb, full of sourdough flavor and long shelf life. We are also passionate about working with ancient grains like spelt and heirloom Sonora wheat. These varieties have amazing flavor compounds and are super nutrient dense. This is due to their deep root structure, which feeds the fungus and bacteria, and in turn receives the nutrition it needs. We do a lot of R&D and experimenting at Wild Leaven Bakery, and right now we are happy with our croissant dough, which we started using some natural sourdough culture and also some organic, local-grown Sonora wheat, whole grain flour. This gives it a really nice, nutty, buttery flavor. So as we see, breaking bread brings us together at the table. It brings the farmers, the millers, and the bakers together, and it brings the customers together with us as well. And all of us united through the invisible and multiplicitous microbes in the soil, in the dough, and of course in our bodies. So if we step back and look at our own local food economy, we see the need for every person working as a link in the local food chain to be valued and lifted up and supported by the whole, so they can make a living and continue their craft, their traditions, and their culture. One of our mottos at Wild Leaven Bakery is Wild Yeast, Better Culture. For a better agriculture, a better food culture, a better health culture, and a better connection of cultures in the region.
Beside picking wild mushroom, as you can see on the slide here, we also enjoy raising chicken during the summer times. I guess that makes us amateur farmers, right? We've been raising chicken for about 3 years now, and the process of harvesting our own food keeps us grounded as a family. Having a family business certainly comes with some challenges. However, these challenges have made us better humans, as we found joy in knowing that the food item we produce and serve to our community is made with love. When we think of our food production, we envision individual couples, family members. We imagine our neighbors gathering around a table as we do every day. We see our business as a link that connects the local farmer and producer to the consumer, as together we build a strong local food economy. I have to share this one. One of my favorite items actually is the chai that my husband André made last year after noticing that I can't have enough of a cup of chai. And this house-made drink is now one of the most popular morning items in our business. Another example of how our work, the craft we are doing in making food is actually coming from our heart and our home.
So we are happy to be working, feeding our community while working with local farmers and producers in the bioregion. And of course, we are thrilled to work with the multiplicity of microorganisms which invisibly keep the world connected and nourished. Thank you all very much.